probably a little bit blurry right now, but I'm trying to not move the camera much. Just let me get it set up. All right. So while I do the live video, we're also going to be setting up our camp and getting stuff for dinner and whatnot ready. If you can't hear me, let me know. And I might have to move the camera once or twice just to get the best spot where I can still work. There we go. Out in the middle of nowhere. I'm not sure if you can hear me. All right. So not having great service, and so I ended up going back to. Yeah, it's going to be a little bit spotty. I'm trying to get it where, if you guys will hang with me just a second so that I can still get some stuff done here without y'all just talking to my butt. And then as soon as I finish getting it all set up, he's my tech guy. All right, there we go. Now hopefully it'll be still a little bit and the picture quality will pick up. But yeah, there's no way it's going to be perfect. It's not going to be perfect because are you guys still with me? It said I'm back online now. No, the pack's a lot better now. Ended up helping Papa Hugh for a few minutes yesterday afternoon with the sawmill. So that was good. Helping him get some of the upgrades done. And yeah, it'll. So while we're here, we found a little spot. I did stay night before last. I went to one of the shelters, like the little camping shelters. They're not very big. There's only room in the actual shelter for three or four or like 5 people, and it's crowded and it's loud. I'm gonna try not to lose anybody. That is that's how Copper is. He is hungry and cold. I don't know why he's cold, but that's one reason we called it quits. He is absolutely beat and hungry. So we're going to get, first thing we're going to do is get his food going. And that'll make him perk up and he'll feel a lot better. Yeah, I'm getting it. He knows what this means. So we've got his, we got to boil the water. His dog food is, so all I've got to do here for Copper's food, I'm going to heat up a little bit of water. There we go. That'll take me just a second. And then we'll put it in one of his dog food bowls. And he will be good to go as soon as it cools down. So while Copper's food is being made, I can get started on setting up the rest of our little camp here. And you guys can see behind me, this is an absolutely beautiful spot. It's gorgeous. Little creek. It's not roaring. I totally went blank. Roaring Bull, I think, something like that. But it's like a tributary that goes into it. I'm looking forward to hitting the bigger creek tomorrow. So I think it might be one of the first spots that we found to start doing some fishing. Hey, Mark. I didn't bring it the first couple of days, but I brought it this time. Good call. Well, I didn't have enough room before, so I made room for it. It's not heavy. I usually take everything I'm going to need out for the night, and then while we get set up, and then as soon as I guess it's kind of an army thing. I get everything out and then make camp, and I put everything back in. So I don't know if I'm enjoying it yet, Mark. This will be the first night I've used it. My back's doing good. Yeah, finally getting that backpack adjusted made a whole lot of difference. A whole lot of difference. So, also pared down a lot of the. I pared down a lot of the stuff that I had. I'm carrying a lot less weight than I was carrying yesterday. Again, that was just the army coming out at me. You know, pack everything you think you may or may not need. But 20 years ago, it would have been okay. Not anymore. So. We took the weight down a lot. Trying to decide, I never got to do an update. So that chicken fried rice was actually really, really good. Believe it or not. I was a little bit surprised. I was a little bit surprised at how good it was, just honestly. So tonight I gotta decide what I'm gonna eat. I found something new when we were at Outfitter store. I wanted a better map so I could see the fishing streams on it a lot better. And we found this. And the guy who worked there said it's pretty good. I'd never seen it before. So hopefully that's gonna be pretty good. I don't know. It's like a tuna-sized pack of. Well, it's dried pulled pork. I haven't read the directions, so I'm guessing you add a little bit of water to it. No, ready to eat, no cooking required. We'll see. I don't know. I'll let y'all know. Dried pulled pork, who knows? When you've already walked 5 or 6 miles, which we did today, as we got started late, it couldn't be bad. And if I don't like it, I know a little brown puppy laying over here looking pitiful who will love it. Alright, so almost done with the first order of business here, folks, and then I'll check comments. Alright, so we'll let that set in that hot water for a few minutes, and then I'll go back and add some cold water. Hey, Mark, text Robert and tell him I'm on a live. I tried calling him. I tried FaceTiming him and to see if the service would work. And he just tried calling me back. And I forgot to turn it. I forgot to turn it on Do Not Disturb. Let's see. Is it pixelated a little bit? Yeah. Oh, I'm going to leave the pill in the bag. I already thought about that. All right. So, yeah, besides just needing to, I had to readjust the bag. I was also in that, I guess, kind of no man's land of between 24 and 72 hours, you know, that I hadn't had a cigarette, a cigar, or had anything to drink. So I was feeling pretty rough. You know, everything was hurting. I was dehydrated. Sweating a lot. I couldn't drink enough. I couldn't carry enough water. I was drinking it too fast. And then on top of that, having the bag hurting my shoulders, needing to readjust. So that's one of the reasons I decided to go in for a day and get everything fixed as far as the pack, readjust everything, and really down a lot of water. So I think as far as that, I think I'm through the worst of all that. So that's good. I think I passed the worst of all that. So hopefully, good deal. Thanks, Mark. I appreciate that. So now usually what I'll do, now that I've got Copper's food going and it's getting nice and rehydrated, the pulled pork's not very big, so I think I'll use that more for a dessert. And tonight, so the chili mac with beef is really good. Tonight I think we're gonna try buffalo style chicken mac and cheese. It kind of almost sounds good, and it kind of almost doesn't sound good. I don't know. It's what's for dinner tonight, so we'll see how that goes. So I find my lighter here. So now we'll put my water on to boil. There we go. Because it takes about 20 minutes or so. It takes about 20 minutes or so for the freeze-dried people food to get ready to eat. The dog food doesn't take quite as long. Yeah, it's getting nice and getting softer. Somebody knows about what time it is. Still a little bit hard yet, buddy. Come here. He knows it's about dinner time. He's waiting on it. He was sound asleep and he started smelling his food and he woke up. Say hi, Copper. Say hi, Copper. But he's doing well. He's enjoying every minute of it. So he was playing in the creek down there a little bit ago. I think that's probably why he was a little bit cold, because he got wet. It's still not bad. It's like 70 degrees down here. Actually, it might be a little bit cooler right now. Yeah, I'm not worried about Boojum. I know Boojum. Well, it's not quite yet, Copper. It's not ready. It's not ready. Just a minute. He starts getting hungry. Yeah, it is pretty. We found a nice, there's little spots like this all over the place. People have kind of made, and when they upkeep the trail, just, 4 logs, a nice flat spot, a nice place where there's not a whole lot of roots. So it's all good to not have to stay in the shelters. And when we were staying in the shelter out there, I mean, it wasn't bad. Everybody was nice, but we even went all the way to the end of the little shelter area to one of the campsites, and then somebody came in late, and it was an older gentleman and his grandson. It was real cool to see them out there doing a little section of it, but they weren't sure what they were doing. They had flashlights on, and Copper, he doesn't growl or bark or anything, but they'd shine a flashlight in the tent, and he'd wake up and move around because he sleeps in the tent. So it definitely was a little bit frustrating, especially since they were up so late. So it's okay. Oh yeah, that stream water is cold. We've already been in. All right. So it's a little bit hot right now, and he already learned his lesson once a little bit. Hold on, but he still gets impatient. I gotta put cold water in it. I gotta stir it up, make sure it's not hot. I like making his water really soupy, or his food really soupy, because that way I just make sure he's getting enough water. And as you can see, he enjoys it. And it does smell really good. It actually really does smell really good. So it's all organic. There's not any kind of, there's no preservatives at all in his dog food. It's all real food. All right, so now I get to put my my dinner on the cook. Buffalo chicken, style chicken mac and cheese. That you eat yours. He knows he gets the leftovers of this after I get done with it too. So. Actually, no, I think this might actually be pretty good because it looks a whole lot like the old Kraft mac and cheese in here. Oh yeah, I think this one's going to be good. All right. So now I close my bag back up. And I'm going to set it over here out of the way. Hopefully Copper doesn't see it before I get to it. And now that my food's making, because I said it takes about 20 minutes, we can get started setting up the rest of our campsite. All right, sorry, the camera was sitting right where I want to put my bag. Put my sleeping bag and everything. And Copper's standing there. So I'm going to risk it here. I think it'll reconnect. I'm going to be real slow. All right. So this is what the little camp area looks like right here. The trail is right there. You can see that bridge. And then it goes back that way to a switchback. So my little camping area is right on the trail. But really generally, besides a couple people that like... There we go. Oh. Okay. I thought I was going to have to end it there. Something like that happened, but I had to move it. Here we go. All right, I'm back. Yeah, I had to move it out of the way. There we go. To get service. All right, now, don't move it, Aaron. All right, well, at least Copper knocking it over doesn't make it go out. Come on. There we go. All right, sorry about that, everybody. Technology and the great outdoors sometimes don't mix real well. Yeah, I know. Hold it in just the right place. So you guys can see Copper really digs that dog food. He thinks that's amazing. He likes it a lot. So I usually do this first thing. I've got a little spot right here. You go back and forth, I tell you. You got to kind of keep an eye. I've got one little person-sized spot right here. Where there's no roots. So that'll make a good place to put the sleeping bag and the tent and everything. So yeah, so now it's all we got left now is the tent and the well, really the tent. And I'm pretty sure I'm thinking out here, it's actually surprisingly enough, there's fast moving water and there's almost no bugs, um, which is surprising. And I think that we might just go ahead and skip the tent and just go with the sleeping bag. I have seen one snake, and it was a little brown snake. That's the only one I saw, as of yet. But we kind of want to get up fairly early in the morning to get started because I was looking at the maps and I think that there's a good where this creek, this tributary comes together. It looks like it gets pretty big down about 4 or 5 miles down the road, and I'm hoping we can actually get started with some fishing. Like I said, trying to get everything put together and fixed up with the pack, and just me not feeling well. I hadn't had a chance to fish yet, but this is only technically the fourth day, or this is the fourth day, so I got time. So yeah, right. And I've put it up. I've used it. I've been using it. I've been using the tent. It's not too bad. I think it was Robert jinxed the. I think Robert jinxed the tent setup. I'm gonna blame it all on Robert because he's not here right now. So, no issues. And you guys can see now that. Oh well, he just had an itch. He's already claimed his spot here. The other reason with the, he's good in the tent. He lays down, but as soon as I put it up, he runs in really fast. Oh hey, he is here. He runs in it really fast and tries to debo the sleeping bag and the sleeping mat. So he runs in and like paws everything into a big pile and it gets on it. So then I don't have anything to sleep on. I have to pick him up and move him, put the sleeping bag out, and then try and get a little bit, and then he'll go back under and get under it and start pulling it off again. So definitely can be annoying. Hey Robert, I'm not sure if you were on earlier. I'll let you know how this is. Look what I found. Hopefully this will be pretty good. Yeah, there's a few bugs. I probably will put the tent up just because as soon as I don't, I'll start getting eaten alive. But I'll have to move Copper over out of the way. As soon as I start trying to put the tent up, Copper goes and starts laying on it and trying to get in it before it's even up. So yeah, well let's see. Well, no, I've got to stir it one more time. So again, tonight, buffalo style chicken mac and cheese. Oh yeah, Copper was playing in that creek right behind us a little bit earlier, right before we started the live. You guys can see that. Actually, it looks pretty good. That's not bad at all. Need some salt. And needs to go a little bit longer. Not quite finished. Like I said, it says like 10 minutes on the bag. It takes about 20 minutes. Copper thinks it smells good. Hey, get away from there. That's the pulled pork's gonna be my dessert. Yeah, my mom said she thought I lost some weight. Probably all water weight because I sweat a lot anyway. So like it'll be 70 degrees, 60 degrees out down in Georgia. Me and Robert will just be standing around talking and I'll be pouring sweat. So it is hard for me to stay hydrated when I'm not doing something like this. So I'm sure most of it is water weight. I'm sure. But I upgraded. That's one thing. I took a lot of stuff I thought I would need, and I probably will want, but not need, out of my pack so I could add more water storage. So we didn't have to worry about running out of water. Because we got close once, but that was because I was drinking a lot of water, and it was also the first that first day, and it was one heck of a pool. I went and got some, give you guys an idea. One of the things I wanted to get, I wasn't really happy with the maps we had. So I went and got some more. One of the things I thought I would show you guys while we were doing this. All right. I think I don't know if it'll be too pixelated. So I started out, no, not you really need to see the map. That's not really important now. I started out about right about here, and now we are over somewhere about Roaring Fork, right over here. So we've walked this area. The big thing is where I started, about right here. And so if you see that halfway up and then the next day, so that elevation change was no joke. For my very first day, carrying too much weight, and yeah, probably should have picked a little bit different spot to start out in. But I think I was doing a little bit of math, and I think as of right now, I think we've climbed, not like total, I think we've climbed something like, still yet to come, probably here in about a week or two, when we get up near Roan Mountain, Tennessee, because that goes on up to about 6,500 feet. But I don't think the elevation change, like it's more gradual getting up to Roan Mountain than it was getting up to Snowbird. So, oh, I've been coughing. I was actually complaining about that to my mom today. That my protective tar coating on my lungs is going away, so I'm starting to cough more. Put a lot of time and money into that protective coating, so I guess it's time for it to go. We got the puppy dog here, and now he probably go ahead and go to sleep, but he knows that I have my food going, and he's pretty sure that he's going to get some of that. And now he just saw some bugs. And about right now, I'm definitely changing my mind on the tent, because in the past 5 or 10 minutes, the mosquitoes have decided to start coming out. So, yeah, I guess we will be putting the tent up tonight. But it isn't that bad. Like I was saying, I got it figured out. I got it kind of figured out. As long as Copper's not trying to lay on it. Yeah, they did. Yeah, we've been doing better. You know, it was definitely got hard, kind of kicking my butt there a couple days ago. Well, day before yesterday, and so yesterday I had mom and dad come and get me, and it was nice to help dad a little bit on a sawmill and getting some stuff fixed on it, and definitely a good idea starting real close to home. So I did have support, and otherwise I would have had to break the AT code where it says, you know, leave no trace, because I'd have just had to like leave a pile of gear with on it that says free to good home or something, or just hike to the nearest town, I guess, and found a dumpster. But I pared down how much I brought. Biggest thing was I brought too many days of food. Didn't need as much food as I didn't need to pack for that many days, because there's easy resupply closer. I think I put 12 days worth of food. I hit places to get resupply on my stuff, on my food, every 4 to 5 days. A lot of people hit stuff resupply every like 3 days. For the first couple those days though, me and Copper were pretty slow. We were only making 4 or 5 miles a day. And we made about 6 today. We didn't get started till a little bit later. But I think as we keep going, we'll make a few extra miles. But like I said, now we're getting closer to bigger fishing water. We will be kind of going off course. Like even if I have to leave the trail for a mile or two and find some fishing, you know, it's not all about the trail, but I'm gonna be marking all those fishing spots. So maybe make a little guide to Tennessee, you know, Appalachian Trail fishing. So if you want to walk the Appalachian Trail and still veer off and go fishing, then I'll have the places for you. It opens up. So I'll catch y'all on another live video tomorrow. Might even try and do 3 areas, and then appreciate all your support and look forward to seeing y'all later.